Hey there, fellas. Back at the bench again, working on the Hudson Hornet. Just going through engine builds, rear differential, spindles, kind of frame assembly. Everything is really nice. Not a lot of cleanup. Really nice fit, good color callouts. There's some reference pictures online to follow, which is kind of nice. Just kind of did my assemblies here. We've got frame assembly. Everything goes together nice. Just kind of have to pay attention to what way your spindles go. There's a little, I don't know if they call it a sway bar, but or if that's the sway bar. If this is steering linkage, I don't know, but it plugs into the spindles here. Pay attention to that. I put them in upside down originally. Fits very nice, like I said. This kind of snaps in here. Everything gets painted black pretty much. Here's our engine assembly. It gets painted gold. Breathers red. There's different tones on a couple things. There's matte black. Excuse me, semi-gloss black. So yeah, we paint this stuff up. Pretty straightforward. Our interior is pretty straightforward. Painted up. The shocks show, which I thought would be weird, but it's accurate. It shows yellow on both sides of the shock. I thought that would be chrome, but it's not. It's painted. I looked it up online, got some reference photos. It is yellow all the way through. So, sorry, I'm yawning. Been a long day. We have to, I discussed this razor saw. They add an addendum to the kit here, which explains not to cut on this panel line. It's a 1/4 inch above, and you remove that section there. So I've taken my ruler out and marked this, and you leave this trim line here. So basically I razor sawed these two lines, this one on the panel line, this one here, and then I used a pea cutter, Tamiya pea cutter, or you can use a hobby knife and just keep going over that line until it breaks free and sand it smooth. Jesus, I need a coffee or a nap. So yeah, because I'm doing 2 of these, I've already painted one. So we'll show you the parts here in a second. Some room. You already saw this engine. Still don't have the decals on for the twin power on the breathers, but I used an MCW gold that I had, a red that I had that matched the pictures. My gold's a bit darker. I might do this one a different shade, do it a bit lighter to kind of match that closer. Firewall and console are body color. I don't have my paints yet, I haven't picked them up, so haven't got that far with it. But here is the painted chassis and the interior portion. So let's see, I got it right first time. We'll zoom in here a hair. This is just primer, Mr. Surfacer 1500 black through the airbrush, and then I painted this with gloss black. Really doesn't matter what you use, fellas. If you guys are new-ish to the hobby, I recommend getting into an airbrush as soon as you can, and that doesn't equate to a huge cost. get a hobby compressor with an air tank. You can get one on Amazon for $100 right now. I was just looking at them. And get yourself a Neo. Sorry, my chair needs some grease there. Get yourself, I don't use this brush, but this Iwata Neo brush was $76. They're probably a little bit more than that right now. That's Canadian too. Just get that, and that is going to get you going. That's good enough. The upsides to that are paint's cheaper. I mean, you can buy, this happens to be a weird paint, but you can buy these for $3 a pop, something like that. I think this is 10 mils. You can thin this 2 to 1 basically, or 50-50 if you want to go there, 50-50, so you get 20 mils for $3. Anyways, that's what I would recommend over spray cans. There's just so much waste with spray cans. It would be hard to get some detail in there too with the spray cans. I've seen some of you guys and you do a wicked job with them. I'm not knocking them, I'm just saying for me the airbrush makes more sense. So yeah, you want to, the drive shaft and the differential are a semi-gloss black. I just use lacquer. That's the other thing. I don't use enamels. I think the guys that do use enamels are pretty much thinning it with lacquer thinner anyways. Lacquer's dry pretty much instantly, so I've just had better luck with that. So that'd be like a 2-stage paint. Lacquer on the body and then a clear. But suit yourself on what you want to do. I've noticed under here they did some weathering, and I think it even mentions it with some metallics dry brushed. Now literally dry brushing is, I think I have one here. You take an acrylic paint, a metallic tone, which I have on this brush. You dip it in the paint and then you wipe all the paint off on a paper towel until there's hardly any residue left. And let's see if I can, this is dried up, so it's kind of a powdery type of thing, but yeah, that did leave some highlights here and here just from the dry brushing. To me, that's not really super realistic, but it's like a style that, coming from aircraft modeling, there's a couple ways to do it. There's to do it in a realistic manner, which can be very difficult, or do a stylist type of thing where you're going for an impression of realism that gives you an idea that it's, and that's kind of what this is. This has got some like brass and copper tones in the springs, and then some metallic here. Go to town with it. It looks good. There's nothing wrong with that. Get some of that powder off of there. And the other thing is you can get mud and dirt, whatever, on here. Weather it up a hair. It is a race car. It looks to me like the fit, I'm just going to dry fit this stuff. That's why I don't do step by step, because I kind of ramble. I apologize for my rambling. But yeah, like that's dry fitted really nicely. That looks great. Like I said, I'm really impressed with the Moebius kits. Now here's the interior. It called for gray on the seats with blue headrests. All the handles are chrome, so let's just dry fit this a bit. The buttons are blue on here too. Get an idea here. And then then the side panels fit in. Something like that. Let's see if I can get a better angle on here. Can we zoom in a bit more? Kind of like that. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So basically I use, just because I have this range, like I said, I used to be an aircraft modeler mainly. So I have a whole range of MRP paints. I used a darker gray color. And then I used sea blue, looked a little bit dark to me, so I actually used this, which is a Ukrainian S27 color, SU27 color, and I darkened it with the sea blue to come up with kind of a custom color that somewhat matched what was there. It might be a bit lighter, but whatever. So yeah, I'll glue some of this shit together and get some primer on my second one, and we'll get back at it. Okay, we are back at it. I'm just taking a look at some of the parts here. The column and the wheel come on the chrome tree. Normally I'm not down for the kit chrome. I strip it, and I might strip this yet. I'm undecided. I don't know. Where the sprue connection points were is getting painted black, the outer rim. So I don't know if it's necessary. See it that close. I don't know. We'll see. I might leave it. My paint has come in from Scale Finishes, Jupiter Gray. So this console gets Jupiter Gray, and this is for the other car. So let me get the correct call outs here. So try and get it in frame here. Firewall, console, Jupiter Gray, a lot of chrome, a lot of bling, really nice dashes. Steering wheel has a really cool emblem, which it doesn't show in here, of course, but it's like a graph, like a digital graph paper with some logos on it. It almost looks like a Pontiac symbol in the middle, an arrow. Very cool. I got some more parts painted and put on. Exhaust, brake master cylinder, shocks. I drilled the exhausts out. I will probably put some Tamiya panel liner black in there. It kind of floats in there. If it doesn't cover it up, I'll paint it. But really nice fit. It's coming together. Got my belts, my harnesses in, belts. So we're gonna prime this body right now. See if I need to sand anything out, and then almost looks like a hair of a mold line there. With my fingernail, I can hear it if I shut up. Very faint, but it's there, so we're gonna hit that. Always when you sand things, go through your range. So let's say you start at 400, go 400, 600, 800, 1,000, 12, 15. I know it sounds overkill, but just do it until you're polishing things out. And then you're not gonna have nightmares, because a couple times now I've not even noticed it in primer. I got my base coat on and then it popped up and it's like, son of a bitch. I have to sand it down and redo it all. Just take your time with it. On the built-up kits, the detail on this logo is really nice, so I'm hoping I can pull that off. But we're going to prime this now anyways, get our gray on, and then detail paint this dash, get the decals in on it. I got the colors for the Tim Flock version 2, Southern Blue, and the Boston Ivory for the roof. So yeah, I'm ready to rock on it too. That Southern Blue looks really gray. Maybe it just needs a good mix up. It really looks like a gold gray from the aircraft world, but whatever. We'll get it mixed up thoroughly and give her a whirl. See how she goes. Drink my beer. Wheels and tires. I got my wheels and tires on. Black. I use an edding pen. Hit the lugs with it. Put the wheel weight on with it. Hit the valve stem, and I'm probably going to put a black cap on that, so I'll hit it with black. But yeah, nice. Worked out well. Looks good. I painted the center hub gray, and then I went over it with graphite pencil to put a metallic sheen on it, so it looks worn, metallic-y. Yeah, that's where we're at. We'll get some primer on and get back.